I mean, to be brutally honest, Singler, there's not a bad ship in the entire UK cruiser line, right? When I get done doing Japanese destroyers, I'm probably going to pull back and either do. I'm gonna do one of the. Oh, okay, cool. Good job, Addicted. Um, I want to do either. I'm thinking about doing French destroyers. I might do Italian destroyers. I haven't decided. I absolutely want to do. British Lights, because the British Lights universally are excellent ships. And I disagree with you, Kyle. Neptune does not suck. Neptune is the most challenging ship to play on the line, but she doesn't suck. She's very good. But she's arguably the softest ship in the line with very challenging matchmaking. And so you have to take extra special care of that ship, especially with her detection. Now, if memory serves, and I'm going to have to go look at this, I could have sworn the last time I took a Neptune out, I was shocked at what her detection was. Like, they've messed around with it now when I wasn't looking. Okay, so it's better than it used to be. For some reason, my brain had this ship as having like 10.6 detection. It's down to 10.3. That's high, but when you've got 10-kilometer radar, it's not ridiculous, right? It's like it's not as bad as Des Moines, where you've got like a 10.9 detection and 10.0 and 10.0 radar, right? Right. Yeah, 10-kilometer radar. The other thing is that with Neptune, play the ship in a div, right? If you're struggling to grind this ship, div it up with an American destroyer, right? Have a Fletcher run around and leave you some smoke. Albemarle, well, okay, you're onto the British heavies, Evil. So I'm talking about British lights, right? So I'm talking about Leander, Edinburgh, Fiji, Edinburgh, Neptune, and Minnow, right? And I guess technically, if you want to get right down to it, Emerald. If I did video series on the line, I would probably start at Emerald. And see, Badger Milk, it's not actually. Like, this ship is a significant upgrade over Edinburgh in terms of offensive capability. The trick is that it is a downgrade in terms of survivability and armor. Neptune's armor scheme is worse, right? You've got a 102 millimeter belt. Your Citadel is huge. Huge. Look at this thing. The overall length of the ship is longer, so there's more ship to shoot at, okay? Now compare that to Edinburgh, right? Edinburgh's Citadel sits much lower in the water. The overall ship is lower. The ship has less freeboard. Her Citadel is lower. The hull is more compact. So a Neptune, when spotted, shooting at it is just like so tempting because it's very easy to kill, very easy to damage, right? But she has more hit points. She still gets that crazy heal. But the big upgrade is on the offense. I've got a 7.5 second reload on an Edinburgh. You can get Neptune down to like 4 something. It's like 4.8. I just looked right at it. 4.2. 4.2. This thing literally has almost twice the reload speed of an Edinburgh. It has like 60% of the 60%, I guess 40% faster reload than an Edinburgh is lunacy. The amount of shells you can vomit out of these guns is insane. What's the catch? She's incredibly fragile. This is the most glass cannon ship in the line. Does that make her terrible? No. It makes her it makes her really challenging to play. I won't argue that, right? But her offensive capability leaves Edinburgh in the dust. Plus, double torpedo launchers. Edinburgh only has one, if memory serves. One triple? Yeah, one triple on each side for Edinburgh. So Neptune, in terms of firepower, going from 8 to 9, Neptune is probably double or more the firepower of an Edinburgh. What's the difference? You pay for it in terms of the ship being much easier to kill. So that's the difference. So Kyle, that's a good point, right? If you love Edinburgh, Neptune is going to feel like a step backwards because of all the stuff we talked about, right? It's a big adaptation. What you have to realize is that the ship has more offensive power, but when caught out of position, when radared, when spotted on the surface when she doesn't want to be, it's very, very, very rough. But I'll be honest, what are they doing? They're prepping you for Minotaur, right? They're prepping you for Minotaur, which is a little better than this because Minotaur is a narrower profile. Better AA suite, right? Because Neptune and Minotaur both hate planes. They do not want to be spotted when they don't want to be spotted, right? It's like get the buzzing planes away from me, right? And so Neptune's AA is really good. Like, this is a very strong AA suite for a Tier 9 cruiser. And, of course, Minotaur's blows this out of the water. Minotaur has arguably the best, like, base AA suite of almost any cruiser in the entire game. Her middle AA bubble is like 700 damage. It's lunacy. I think that puts some battleships, that puts American battleships to shame. Like, an American battleship has less mid-range AA out of its 40mm Bofors than a Minotaur has out of its their 7.62s or the little 2-pounders or whatever they are. Yeah, the 7.62s, right? These mounts put out so much anti-aircraft fire. It's insane. Look at that. I mean, this is buffed. Now, don't get me wrong. This is a buffed number, right? But 700 damage out of the middle bubble on a Minotaur. Oh, this thing murders planes. It's ludicrous. So yeah, Neptune feels bad. I tell you what. Let's see if I can put my money where my mouth is. Then we'll go play some ranked. I'm gonna take this one just because I feel like it, because we're having this conversation. So let's see if I can. I'm playing Radar Neptune. I'm not playing Smoke Neptune. Okay. I would ordinarily not do this in a random game. In a ranked game, this is an excellent way to play this ship. In a random game, you are asking for trouble. I've got really good matchmaking here. I've only got 4 battleships to shoot at me, 3 of which are somewhat questionable. Scharnhorst simply because of her gun caliber, and Atlantico because of her accuracy. The Iowa is a huge threat to me if I'm stupid. All right, so if you're going to play a Radar Neptune, like a crazy man, in a random game, it's all about position. You have to put the ship in a place, somewhere where you can hang out and only be spotted when you want to be spotted, still be relevant, and have an escape route. You always have to have a way out. Don't go anywhere without a plan for how you're going to get out. Because if someone decides to focus you or whatever, you have got to go. All right, Shira's going to B. Do I ask him for smoke? Let's see. Let's try it. Sometimes in random games you can get this. And that Shira is a 5.8 detection. If he won't do it, he won't do it, and I'll back off. But I'll give it a shot. Let's have a peek. I can't tell. The consumables mod is disabled right now. So is game timers. And those mods haven't been updated yet because patch day was right here. Okay.
Damn, I love this job. Have one on the...
All right, so what I'm going to do is something a little aggressive, and I'm going to get away with it, hopefully, simply because this cap circle is so large. Is he going to smoke me? Okay, I'm lit. So there's somebody on the other side of this cap circle, and yep, there we go. Okay, so I need to keep my bow into these guys. Orcon has no smoke. So smoke now would be good, geniuses. Okay, I have to turn now. He's about to die. Yeah, this shirt C is dead already. Never mind. He never once tried to smoke. So let's see if I can live through this turn. Yep, I out-accelerated somebody. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to disappear back into the ether here in a moment. The Ibuki is going to land a few of those. But I could, yeah, let's just see. If he lands a fire, I can put it out. Okay, with the Iowa and the Scharnhorst back behind, we can see somebody's in smoke down there. And we haven't seen the lightning, but that smoke feels like it's been there too long. Is that a cruiser? It's the Harbin. Okay, so the Harbin is down there in smoke, and the Orcon is lurking with him. Scharnhorst, Iowa off to my right. They'll have no shots. The Atlantico's way off to my left. I'm going to keep playing mid because there's nothing here to threaten me. Did you forget I was a possibility of a radar cruiser, sir? Oh, it's a Dalian. Okay. Now, I am in like a 5-on-1 here because my team has effed off to the map edges. So, once I'm outside the Orkan's detection bubble, I probably want to go ahead and let him have this middle cap and just get out of here. But since the battleships can't really hurt me, I'm not really sweating it so bad right now. The Atlantic Code of the South is almost dead. The Orkan is continuing to shoot me. You're bold, sir. You're bold. All right. Let's fight, little Orkan. Let's you and me continue to have a gunfight. I don't think you're going to like where that lands, though. You don't have any help now. Your help all effed off. And you are very deep into this cap circle. Are you sure about that? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Are you sure about that?
Damn.
Yeah. I didn't think that was going to work out very well for you.
No chicks.
You should not have kept pressing. All right, the northern cap is a loss. We own the southern cap pretty solidly. I'm stuck with this fire.
Got him!
Hey, when the enemy destroyers screw up, smile, say thank you, and take the gift. All right, I'm going to try and pick up B while I'm going to see if I can pick up B and murder the Dalian as this fire continues to do its thing. They have 3 battleships at sea who at the moment have no vision and no way to threaten me. The Dalian is firmly behind this island. Oh, the Drake is coming. Oh, all right. Well then, let's play. Now this guy can be a threat to me if he knows to load his AP. Let's see if he does. I wish my battleships would get off the A-line. That's becoming a real problem. He did load the AP. Okay. Oh, good. Keep turning. Yes, keep turning. Yes, keep turning. The Drake's gonna take at least 1 torp. Yep.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with.
Much better.
Now this is a force to be reckoned with.
I'd love it if my team would get out of the A-cap. I'm getting kind of tired of playing mid by myself. All right. Fire's going out. We're going to secure the guns now. In a minute, Drake's going to break LOS and I'll be able to turn around. And he's getting punished by somebody. There we go. All right, it's time to go back and run and radar and murder the Dalian, who I've only got to move back a few kilometers to have him in radar range. Did the Shira donate his life as well? Well, that's true. That's true. The Shira at the beginning of the game, he did donate his life, didn't he? He absolutely did, didn't he? Drake's turning around. Somebody hit him. Kill him while you can. I don't want to have to take this shot. I'm going to have to take this shot. Yep. Don't murder me. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. That could have been a lot worse. He did get at least 1 citadel right there. All right, the Dalian is finally going to pick up mid. If he's smart, he'll pick it up and run north. In fact, if he's really smart, he's already left his smoke. We'll see how smart, we'll see how clever he really is. Whole team still sitting in A. Like, really, guys? Come on, smoke up for me again. Crap. Somebody's shooting at me. All right. Dalian is out. Nobody can spot me. We can pick up B now. Okay. Whew. I have a whole lot of potential damage and not much left. I need a destroyer to get up here in Cat B. I can't risk it. I'm going to double back. We're going to play the 9-10 line. I need somebody to Cat B, fellas. Y'all should work on that, okay?
Suck it down.
I want to get, since our Benson is declining, I want to get spots on the Sharn and the Iowa. I might, depending on how they're pushing south, be able to get in between, get to where I can dump torpedoes on them as they're moving towards me and then turn away. But without knowing where the Scharnhorst is, right here, I'm running a bit of a risk. Yeah. Okay. I need to turn. I was going to say, I need to turn now, and yeah, I should have already turned. Okay. Let's keep moving south. Please don't spot me. I think I'm going to just barely stay ahead of him. I think. He might have his speed boost running. Yeah, I'm in trouble here. Okay, let's keep moving. Angle just a hair.
You crazy son of a bitch, you're dead.
Okay, it's fine. Osprey with the gifted sub. Thank you very much. Okay. Come on. I should already be undetected. How am I not undetected? Thank you. Okay, now you're going to turn. Okay, now I might be able to torp you. Let's try it. Okay, I got to keep heading south. I got to keep putting distance in here.
You son of a bitch.
All right, this is probably going to get me dead, but I'm going to do what I can to pitch in on the Scharnhorst with my insane rate of fire, and that's why. When I can hit him for 8 to 9k a salvo, if I can aim them right, that's why. There went one of his torpedo tubes. He might take one of the torpedoes. Ooh, this could be really good. This could be really good. This could be really good. Come on, torpedoes. Have some range for me. Have the range. Oh, yeah. Oh, they ran out right by his hull. Oh, no. Son of a bitch. Ran out right by his hull. God, that is irritating. That's all right. Kitakazi took care of him. All right, Lightning is way off to the north, and the Miyoko's not a threat. We should have this game by now. I'm going to move up and see if I can't murder this Lightning, because basically he can't hide from me. Oh, Kearsarge just murdered this guy. Holy crap. He may not survive it. Yeah, so the Benson shells were already in the air. So yeah, just the Miyoko. I was going to say, the Lightning might outgun me, right? Because I only have 6,800 health. So there you go. Like, this is... I probably did evil, and it irritates me that just like that San Diego game that I had earlier in the week on Jingles' channel, they ran out like 10 feet from his hull. But, well. I led them beautifully. They were led correctly. They were just like 100 meters too shy of having the range. All right, so this is an example of probably how not to play Neptune. It is a challenge. I mean, look how much damage I've absorbed. I've got 1.5 million potential. presuming that I don't sink this game, I should easily have a dreadnought because I've been through 3 heals. And I've been shot at by lots of ships. Grunty, I'm not sure I agree, right? The Drake is trying, but his reload is what, 15 seconds? 12 seconds? And I'm maneuvering. I mean, he can probably get full pins, but as long as I don't show him a good angle, he's probably not going to be able to citadel me. And his turret traverse isn't anything to write home about either. So if I catch him mid-turn and his guns are looking the wrong way or whatever, it's a little, yeah, 16-ish. If I don't show him the shot that he wants, he has an uphill battle to climb, right? An example how to run with scissors. I see what you did there, Badger Milk. I see what you did there. I'll allow it. But anyway, if I was going to play Neptune in randoms more commonly, I would try to play it with smoke. I will say, like all the British Lights, if you're working up the line, it's easier to do it with friends. Yeah, but he basically never had my bow, Grunty. He always had my butt, right? I never showed him the bow. I wasn't going to do that. Drake is a pretty good boat, Breadbug. Like, it's because of the armor scheme, it's still a cruiser. It's a glass cannon, but the ship itself is quite capable. Right, but he's not landing. That's the trick. He's not landing them on the flat part of my ass. They're plunging in and hitting my deck and my superstructure. So he's going to get full pins, and he did. He had one good salvo right at the end where he got at least one citadel and a couple of pins, right? He got like a 12K salvo right as he went out the door. And yeah, I mean, that's... I showed him enough of the ship that he absolutely earned it. He got it, right? But in the early engagements, I saw him coming, and it was like, no, I don't want to be here. Time to turn and go be somewhere else, and managed to pull it off. This Miyako is just going to keep running for the back of the map until he runs out of map. But I really think that the British Lights are good boats. They're a different play style. When these, I tell you straight up, you guys may not remember if you weren't playing the game back then, but when these ships were first announced as AP only, people lost their minds. You can't play a cruiser without HE. They had never seen, they had no concept of how it was going to work. And then the line came out, and it was like, oh, these are a lot of fun, and they really are, because the full pin damage against destroyers is just brutal. And then the full pin damage against everybody else is equally brutal. You just have to be able to get into smoke and get into position and get the shots you want and everything else. There you go. A little shocking. I'm a little surprised at the XP result. I think some of that is because of the defense ribbons, right? I think the defense ribbons are what really pushed that over. I don't think it doesn't feel like I did much else other than I chipped. I know I had some good damage on a few ships. And then I did manage to kill the Orcon when he screwed up. That's the one mistake the enemy team made that I don't understand, right? Once the Orcon cleaned me out of pushed me off the cap, there was no reason for him to sit in there and continue to my side of it. And yet he did. He kept coming. And I'm like, your friends abandoned you, dude. Are you sure about this? And yeah, that was not smart of him. So there you go.